Hello, this is part 12 of the Xavier guide by me, the ground sloth. Spliced in because I said it was part 11 and then part 9, so I don't know what I'm doing with counting. So good thing I can splice in a video and you won't know unless I say so, like right now. Anyway, today we are talking about Falling Comet Dash. Falling Comet Dash. Xavier selects a spot within a cross-range shaped range around him, charges to the location, deals 90% damage to enemies in a ginormous, that's what it says right there, 3x4 area in the target direction. Inflicts speed 2 down for 2 turns. Has a height range of 1 to 1, effect range of 2 to 2. Okay. Let's take a look to see how it's gonna be in battle. We have Spear of Area, gives us the 5 energy necessary to use this round 1. Okay, so this skill, let's move over here. You choose your direction, and if you notice, Xavier will travel in a straight line, okay? We can even use my walk path that I just used to indicate this, right? So Xavier will go, you then select, don't forget to select a tile. You can select tile 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so let's select tile 1. Where is he gonna end up? He ends up on tile 1. Okay. Now you can imagine if I use this skill and I select tile 2, he'll be in tile 2. Or in tile 3, he'll be in tile 3. It's a range 3 skill. Will I end up in tile 4 if I select tile 4? No. No, I won't. Okay. Likewise, if I move, right, it's a range 3 skill, and he charges in a line. That means I cannot choose or select anything on the periphery, on the perimeter, right? I can't choose this whole column or this whole column with butterfly. I can only choose these 3 spaces as my selection for where I want to go. Okay, in addition, if there is something blocking your path, okay, let's see if that affects. So here's a height of 1. Okay, I want to select the second spot. Will I be able to go to the second spot? The answer is yes. Yes, I can go to the second spot. Okay. Now, a lot of the enemies, they kind of die, right? But let's just stand by real quick. Let's have a butterfly help me out here for this demonstration. Okay. So that seems like a good spot to be in, right? This corner right here. So I should probably line up with that corner, right? Because it puts me in a position where I will charge dash. I will have 4 enemies around me, giving me my maximum amount of attack increase. And then I'll do damage, right? It'll even showcase me dashing past enemies, right? So he's a breaker class. Xavier can get past the front line, the defenders, the melee watchers like Gloria, other breakers, and really do a bunch of physical damage to the back line even, and characters that are like archers and mages, they don't have the most health, in addition to not having the best physical defense. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, I didn't realize there was a rock there. There was a rock there. So understandably, when I charged, right? there was an enemy here, an enemy here, and an enemy here. So because that rock was there, right, I didn't charge dash on top of the rock. Does that make sense? Right? Because the rock, this is considered a target. So what did we learn? You can charge dash past any target. Okay? Now, what you can't do is charge dash on top of a target. That's a little... okay? You can't do that. Alright. So that's kind of funny. Alright, let's teleport Xavier closer. Alright. There we go. So we're just gonna stand by. Now, here's another thing about following Comet Dash. Let's use it again. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have the gear engraving. For PvE, this works. Right? PvP, it won't work. But the resonance engraving allows you to get a refund. You have a 50% chance to get that buff at the end of each round. So you can't use it round 1. But I used my Comet Dash not on round 1, and I was able to benefit from a refund. So I can do it again if I want. Let's choose range 3 tile to end up in. Got a nice crit. We got some life steal going on from Butterfly. We'll just chill. Okay. That's awesome, right? And because this applies that speed 2 debuff, it allows you to get 2 turns and lap another unit. Like, it's possible to do that in this game, right? So the way to do that is always the following. Okay? 1. The enemy moves before you. Okay? So the enemy goes first. 2. You go, right? You move. And you apply the speed reduction. 3. You're now faster than someone who was faster than you. Because you are now the faster one, when the next round starts, you go. That's just generally, really simply explaining how that works. Okay? Now, we'll go into some team synergy discussion later on in another video with the Nana, right? Because Anana can let you act again, you actually have a second way of getting to go and lap at people, right? Because with Spear of Iria, if you notice, you go first all the time, no matter what, for round 1 and 2. So if you go first, no matter what, during round 1 and 2, how can you have the opponent go after you? How can you, let the opponent go first, right? That creates a bit of a problem. Well, 1, this speed 3 buff kind of wears off, right? So any character that is naturally faster than Xavier will be subject to this by round 3, right? So that includes Simona, Papal Ice Priest, and Abyss, all the defenders, and all the breakers that use axes. Okay? All those units are faster. In addition to melee watchers like Gloria, Butterfly, and Flare. All those units are faster than Xavier. That's practically almost the entire melee front line. Okay? So that is a lot of units that are going to be faster naturally than Xavier. When you use Spear of Iria, right, you will reduce their speed and then revert back to your normal speed, right? Making you still faster than those who would naturally go before you. And then, well, you get to act again, essentially, right? You get to act before them. Okay, so, well, that's the ins and outs of Falling Comet Dash, right? In this video, we reviewed kind of just how his damage calculation, right? It calculates from where you end up in the dash. We kind of toyed around with how the dash works. You go in a straight line, 1, 2, or 3 tiles. You cannot dash on top of objects, right? But you can dash past objects, and through enemies, right? You can use a gear engraving to use it twice in a row if you just so like. And because it inflicts speed down 2, it allows you to potentially lap the front line and get another turn. And you know what that means? Sometimes, like, you just advance further into the back line of the enemy, and now the other team has a problem because Xavier is doing area of effect physical damage to squishies. Okay, all right, well, that's it for Falling Comet Dash. Really nice ability. It's really fun zipping around in the battlefield with this. Okay, thanks for watching.